If you're looking for ways to increase your MSP's profitability, one way to do that is to improve the relationships with your clients. And so I'm going to show you in this quick video a couple different things that you can do leveraging Moovala's perfect project solution for ConnectWise to help improve those client relationships. One of the things you can really start to do is when you have these well-structured templates inside of Perfect Project, show them to your client before you take them through that process. So I'm going to actually switch over to this critical path view of a template and zoom in just a little bit here, actually at 100%, just to show you that you can walk them through this process before they even sign the contract. So they know what they're getting themselves into. And then in that kickoff meeting, if you're onboarding them, let's say, they know exactly what they're going to be responsible for because you can filter the tasks down to just those that the client is going to be responsible for. So they have a good understanding of when is this going to come due? What resources on our end do we need to make sure we have lined up so that they're not last minute, not getting done or getting you all what you need to keep the process moving forward. So that upfront communication clients really appreciate, and you can use this to your advantage as far as differentiating yourself from some of your MSP competitors. So once this project actually launches into an active one, we're going to continually ensure that you are keeping up and if there's any delays that are currently going on within this project. So you've probably seen this in a couple of other videos, but I'm going to come back in here again and show you that one task on the very top, which was the send the file task, in this example was actually really assigned to a client, and the client was 15 days late in getting you all what you needed to keep things moving forward. And in a different video, I showed you how we can quickly update that timeline. We've already done the math for you, thought about what the new accurate dates should be, so you can really quickly get everything updated and accurate. But from a client's perspective, this is good for them to understand if they were the one that was late in holding up the process, they really shouldn't expect to, go live by the date that was originally agreed to. So this very clearly maps that out for them so you can help hold your clients accountable. Another great thing to show them, and I'm going to fit everything back out to screen here, is sometimes clients want to, change the scope on the project. And when that happens, being able to clearly and visually articulate exactly how that's going to impact the current timeline is very easy to do in Perfect Project. So I have this scope change task over here. So let's just pretend the client wanted to do some additional work. You all kind of scoped it out and estimated it would take about 21 days to get it done. Now, I haven't woven it into the overall process here, but already we're noticing that we're forecasted to be 8 days late. So when we add in this additional 20 days, how is that going to impact, the variance now? So I'm going to turn on my dependency editor up here in the right-hand corner, and we could just pretend that, hey, after this task on the critical path is done, then this scope change can happen. And then once the scope change is done, then the next task can happen. So I've kind of woven it into the critical path there, but notice that the expected delay actually now is pushed out to 29 days. So this gives you that opportunity to have the conversation with a client and go, is this okay that we're going to be 29 days late? Is this not okay? If it's not, we're going to have to add some more resources because remember, we didn't get that file when we needed it. So that's why we are where we are today. But if we need to get things done exactly on time, we're going to add more resources. That's going to cost more money. But having that conversation and showing this in a visual way is always going to be super helpful. Now, another thing is reporting status updates to clients. So you can do that very easily with their dashboards. Now you can give your clients access to the system. So what I was showing you where the client was actually assigned that send the data file task, they would be considered an extended user. So they could actually have that visibility into the overall process once they've signed on as a client and they're working with you on that project. Now, this is one of the dashboards that we have, layouts that we have that is really straight out of the box. But I did have an MSP that sent me, a PowerPoint document that she was manually kind of putting together for her clients on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and spending a lot of time manually putting that together. And so I used my demo data to really demonstrate to her that we could replace that process that she was doing and just have it all automated within the platform. So as those projects are progressing, all of the data within these panels are going to automatically update. So what clients really want to know is a quick project summary, an overall status description of the latest and greatest, which is basically a note at the project level that I'm filtering into this panel. And then any of those milestones, the high level milestones, just want to know what's been completed, what's currently being worked on. And then, from a task perspective, what did we just complete? And what's planned to be worked on this week? And what's coming due next week? And any of those top issues or risks or open items that we want to make sure that the client has visibility into. So you could export this and send it over to your clients in more of a report PDF document, or if you're giving them that visibility into the system, this is the type of view that they would be able to see as well. So good communication, that transparency and visibility that clients really appreciate is not only going to differentiate you all as an MSP, it's going to show your clients that you got your stuff together, very organized. They're going to want to work with you. They're going to be well communicated with throughout that process, which they're going to leave that project going, wow, this was an amazing experience. I'm going to give them high ratings. And that's what leads to higher CSAT scores, more business coming your way, higher profitability. And then you have a system that's going to allow your internal teams to have the efficiencies to take on that growth. So doing more with what you currently have today, that's what's going to increase your profitability. So hope this was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions.